12 occasions they've won the title in the last 14 years. But given the philosophy of their manager, the partying has not yet been allowed to start. St Johnstone have hardly lain down to Rangers in the recent past year, and last week, of course, 9 of their team tonight figured in an astonishing 3-all draw with Hibs. There are 2 changes, though. McBride and Frail are dropped to the bench, but keeping his place, 18-year-old Keegan Parker, who scored the 3rd goal last week. Rangers are unchanged from Tannadice, which means they're still without regulars like Craig Moore and Tony Vidmar. Scott Wilson retains his place, of course, and despite an injury scare last week, Billy Dodds has been past fit and hopes to score his 10th goal of the season. The referee, Mike McCurry. Well, I think Kenny Dalglish summarised it succinctly yesterday at Celtic Park in conceding the title. Any team that's lost only 1 game thus far is entitled to it. That's exactly the kind of form that Rangers have shown, and here's a man who's come back with us from Kinshelskis. Well tackled that time. Good recovery there. McAnespie came back to cover. Well, I said that's a very narrow one there by Kloss. As I said, we've seen some hard games here in the recent times. Can I also point out that there's been monsoon-like rain, and the pitch is very, very heavy in parts, especially away in that far side where you saw Arthur Newman falling. A lot of water splashing about. Rangers with a lot of possession at the moment. Here's Kanchelskis. Being pushed to the side, and that Wallace simply going for it, and they have to concede the corner. In actual fact, there was nobody lying in at the back there, and I think it would have been safer just to have touched it away out towards a corner flag. What a swing and at, and Amoruso just gets a little touch from that corner kick. Big fellow coming out. A lot of conjecture about this man's future again. There's conjecture about everybody being transferred in Scottish football at the moment. He's no different. They're controlled by Alberts. Here's Ferguson. Alberts wants to let fly. Lovely little ball to Wallace. Little bit slow going for it. Certainly a corner kick, and that was beautifully played forward, initially in midfield by Alberts, and then shipping it in like that. And he didn't go for it quickly enough. Well enough, tackled eventually. Dodds sliding into him. And there, Tony Vidmar in the stand, Jonathan Johansson, Barry Nicholson, Michael Moles, just the left-hand side. All brought in to take part in what I'm sure will be celebration at the end. Amoruso, brilliant play. But that was late, I think. And you saw Amoruso, who sometimes takes the most awful risks in playing out of defence like that. When it comes off, as it did there, it looks quite magnificent. He's cornered, uses that great ball control, which he undoubtedly has. And out of it comes a free kick for that late tackle. Running forward there, and John O'Neill couldn't get hold of that. A diagonal run, and he had to change direction as he swings round and tries to put it the opposite way. Couldn't get any clean punches to it at all. Good, intelligent, strong player, John O'Neill, though, really relishing this midfield battle. Another free kick. to be taken. Kane wants to take it and does. Griffin. But that could have gone anywhere. There's a shot! Driven in there by Keith O'Halloran. And that really is the first distinct effort at goal. Ball driven in very hard there. Two Dutchmen who'll be playing against Scotland next week, or certainly in the squad. There they are together again. There's Newman. Very much left-footed. Can he get through on this one? Oh, the goalkeeper did very well. That had to be reacted to very quickly. Good anticipation by the goalkeeper. Lovely move. Newman knew exactly what to do to go after that ball. Amoroso kept his balance well. There's O'Halloran again. Radar. So I think they'll get the free kick for that. Just getting it. Hill again. There's a great chance and just over. But I think a goal kick. Well, the ball slipped through there. And the ball swerving off the outside of the foot. Keegan Parker, as I said, scored last week against Hibs. And once again, St Johnstone in a good position. Here's Newman. On towards Billy Dodds. Darren Dodds just getting accepted. Here's Kanchelskis. Newman. Goes all the way across. Rangers using the full width of this pitch. Here's Wallace. Doing a bit of shielding. Alberts. One run aside to Billy Dodds. And it's there! From an almost impossible angle. A beautifully manufactured goal, and there the Rangers injured players acknowledging that, especially Michael Moles, who can score goals like this. Delightful build-up here. Albert, the good run forward by Billy Dodds, and a beautiful little chip. An exquisite finish. He's had hardly anything in the game so far. He's found it very difficult to get away from his markers, but when he can do it like that, there's no more impeccable finisher, and that indeed is his 10th goal of the season. Long high, and Wilson looking at it carefully. And again, Kanchelskis. As the half-time whistle goes, so there's only one goal in it, and it was an absolute gem. Rangers had been falling away from the game. They had control earlier on, and as St Johnstone grew more and more confident, so Rangers struck again, as they so often do in situations like that. Glorious ball played through by the big German, and there was Billy Dodds running onto. Good run to start off with, and from that almost impossible angle, giving Rangers the lead. Half-time score, St Johnstone 0, Rangers 1. And not surprisingly, Rangers have made a substitution. In fact, we wondered if Wallace would come out. He hasn't, so Seb Rosenthal is back and in the side again. Injured at Perth, of course, and been out of the side for a long time, then came back, scored a very good goal against Dundee, and now back in the side again in place of Rod Wallace. Here's Reyna. Little touch of aggression again. The ball played a little bit too obviously towards the penalty area. Amoroso picking up. Here's Alberts. On to Rosenthal. Lovely ball to the outside. Back to Rosenthal. On to Amoroso. Lovely move there by Rangers. And the central defender showing, I don't think he'll ever be a pretender to be a striker. Nice little dummy there. And that was, I think, near the corner flag. But a good combined move. Here's Ferguson. Beautiful ball. Kanchelskis hit that instantly, and Arthur Newman was prepared to come in for a kill. Just tucked away though by Griffin. Cluster of players in the penalty area again. Kanchelskis on a swerve in it and just passed, and it was Barry Ferguson who got there before anybody else. And of course, when you're in a situation like this, all you need is a little glance, and it almost paid off. Oh, Amoruso did brilliantly there. Almost losing his balance. Reina, away he goes. Reina in a good position. Van Bronckhorst gives support. So does Rosenthal, going in there. And it's in! Billy Dodds finishes off the move. Second of the night. Excellent play by Rosenthal, the goalkeeper, striving to get the first touch, and I think he's annoyed with himself. He didn't get in there at first. Rosenthal making that diagonal run, given time to turn it back, and Billy Dodds, avaricious as ever, getting in there. Rangers second. 15 minutes played, and he could hardly miss. Little space there. Ooh. Now then, that was a pass back, I think. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Well, I think as that ball is played there, it's certainly passed back, but it's a free kick to Rangers. Tackle by Wilson. Oh, now that was very rough there. And this is nasty. Too many players getting involved. And this is a game that should have been to a great extent without any particular edge or needle. Now it all stemmed from that tackle. Here's Van Bronckhorst, who is due to play for Holland. Ooh, that's right in and over the top. That was a bad tackle. McAdespie. And then they all got involved. And Van Bronckhorst is coming off now. And McCann will replace him. Seems to have recovered all right, though. Get to Rosenthal. Ferguson to Reina. Ferguson again. Villiers going for goal. Well, that's an aspect of his game which he certainly has worked on. It's a great success, I may say. Still in play. Kanchelskis. Ferguson. Alberts back to Ferguson. That's a good move again. And he wants to go for it himself. Now McCann was away on the left-hand side, but as I've just been saying, he wants to put more aggression into his play near the penalty area. That's exactly what he's working at. He wanted a goal there again. He wasn't all that far away when you see it from that angle. Newman, McCann, Rosenthal trying to get his freedom. What well for that. Little jink to the outside. And Boland to Alberts. Well, he scored glorious goals from much further out than that. I think he rushed at it as the ball was played back to him here. Terrible move by Boland as he snatched at it. Rangers flooding players forward. There's Billy Dodds on the right. He's taken up that position roughly since Kanchelskis went off. Here's Ferguson. Rosenthal. Guy. McCann. Newman. A little run in by Newman. The Rosenthal. Now Tugai. And just taken away. I think Tugai tried to place that rather than drive in hard. Good run by Newman. Coming to Tugan. Watch the defenders coming out of that. It was Gary Boland that got in the way. Rangers again turning on the style towards the end of this game. Tugai. Beautiful little pass out there. McCann. And then Billy Dodds almost with a hat-trick. Oh, how well he began to sneak into the penalty area, almost from that hidden position, always placing it away. Good ball by McCann in the first place. With McMahon. Rangers supporters in the mood to start singing again. And there goes the final whistle as the vast majority of the crowd rise to their feet to celebrate the confirmation of the championship. And the man of the match, Amaruso, going downfield there to acknowledge the supporters. Billy Dodds, the scorer of the couple of goals, which has given delight to this crowd. Two excellent goals. That first one coming at a timely moment in the first half when the ball was placed diagonally to him, a glorious pass by Alberts, and he turned, swerved, and it was in the back of the net. And then the second one when Rosenthal came on, and once again good running in the box, this done by Rosenthal, switching the play to Billy Dodds, who could hardly miss that one. 2-0 it was, and Rangers in the 49th competitive match of the season have now been unbeaten in 22 games, only lost one in the tournament so far. And that is an acknowledgement of the superiority and the dominance in football in Scotland at this juncture. They are worthy champions. The final score in the evening, St Johnstone 0, Rangers 2.
What does it mean to you personally to have led Rangers to their second championship?
Well, it's not only a matter of Dick Advocaat. We all know how important David Murray is for this club and for this city. Hopefully everybody realized that, because there's always Dick Advocaat and the team and the players and the stuff around it. But in my opinion, David Murray is the main man beside all the others.
You obviously have eyes on a possible double as Rangers captain.
Oh yes, of course. I mean, we got these great chances next month, and we'll try to get it.
Manchester United are champions. Alex Ferguson has signed Ruud van Nistelrooy for a phenomenal amount of money. Is it your intention to go out and strengthen Rangers even further?
We try to strengthen the squad if we can get him. If we don't get him, then we do it with this squad. So if we have the possibility to buy a player, we will do it. But again, only if it is a player we can use. Otherwise, it is a waste of money.
Are you worried about the potential of Gus Hiddink coming in at Celtic?
No, not at all.
Not at all worried about Goose Hiddink. Well, there you are. Rangers, worthy champions, played 31, points 78, won 24, drawn 6 and lost just 1.